What's going on, everyone? Got a short flounder video for you today. I thought I'd give you a couple tips and tricks, but anyways, I'm over here. I'm parked in a grass line right here, in about shin to ankle to shin deep water. I'm just using a single jig, just slightly bouncing it off the bottom, not popping it too hard, but just slightly bouncing it and dragging it off the bottom. Trying to find a flounder right here. I think right here I feel it. Yeah, right here is where I feel the first time. He just thumped it. He didn't thump and nibble like they usually do. But right now I'm deciding if I've got a flounder or if I got stuck on something on bottom. I'm pretty sure it's a flounder because I'm pretty sure there's nothing over here in this area that I can get stuck on. I fished it a couple times before, but right here you're gonna see us try to set the hook, and I got him. He's on there, and then all of a sudden he spit it out. That's why it's always good to wait for flounder. Everybody always tells you to give a countdown, but that was at least 15, 20 seconds. I don't think I've ever. Yeah, maybe I waited that long before, but usually don't have to wait too terribly long. But he just didn't swallow it that time. Anyways, uh, that ankle to shin deep water goes about 15 to 20 feet out, and I cast it about 30 to 40 right there, just to try to work it up the ledge. Flounder like to hang out on the ledge and on the flat sandy bottoms, but they'll hang out on the ledges to get bait fish that come over the ledge and try to ambush it as it comes over. But yeah, no luck on that side. So I'm about to cast back over here to the right side, just on the angle to shin deep, not working it up a ledge. So you'll pass it here. You'll see it here. And I'll just do the same thing I did when I caught it just now. Best time to fish for flounder is usually on the changing of the tide. Usually when the tide is the most active. Uh, when you look up online to see what time of the day that the tides are, usually an hour before, an hour after. So when I try to hit a flounder spot, but you can catch flounder all day. That's just what I've been told is the best time to catch flounder. But I'm just slightly popping it or jigging it off the bottom, not popping it hard, kind of dragging and popping. Uh, you'll see the line get tied about 2-3 feet in front and to the right of the bow of the kayak. About right here. Look at the tip of the rod. Look at the tip, right? I think you just saw it, how it bent and stopped, how I stopped. The line got tight again, just like it did last time. So flounder thumped it, but it's not nibbling, so I can't tell if it's a flounder on there or not. But this time I'm gonna go ahead and say it is. I'm gonna get my net ready and take my fish grips off. See my shoes right there. I tried to get out and stand and I just sank. That's perfect bottom for flounder. When it's all soft sand like that, they like to bury themselves. See, I saw the line move right there. I'm gonna give a countdown, short countdown. I'm gonna set it. Get him. I get him right into the net this time. I'm gonna play around right there. Usually you don't want to play around with flounder too much. They're pretty good about spitting the hook out, depending on how hungry they are. This guy right here, this time he swallowed it. This is why it's good to have a pair of fish grips with you, or boga grips, whichever one you prefer. This way you can dig in there. You see his teeth. I think you see his teeth right here. You don't wanna try to hold his mouth open and get that hook. If your finger's anywhere close to those teeth and he flops around, it's gonna be bad. Usually when they swallow it down their throat, it's hard to get their mouth open unless you have to pry it usually. My experience anyway. But see these teeth right here. See what I'm saying? You don't want to have your finger anywhere near his mouth when he starts doing that number. Look at those teeth. Anyways, I catch about 75% of my flounder on a tandem rig using a swim mullet, gulp swim mullet. The typical colors I use is pearl white, chartreuse, and pink. I'll even use some gulp shrimp, but this time I was using a Cocoa Minnow 3-inch tuxedo color on an unpainted jig, unpainted, what was that, quarter-ounce jig head. But like I said, most of the time it's 10 rig. A lot of the time I also catch them on just a single jig. Just depends on where you're at, really. I knew he was legal, but it's always good practice to measure your fish when they're pretty close like this. I hate to rip a hook out of a fish's mouth, undersized fish, but luckily this guy wasn't. So I decided to keep him, even though he's 15 and a half. He's skinny 15 and a half. If he wouldn't have swallowed it as bad, I probably would have thrown him back. But he'll go all right with the others in the freezer. If you guys liked the video, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. We'll be having more content uploaded regularly. You can also follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Inshore Maniacs. Appreciate it, guys.